welcome back to my channel. It's Winnie BLV, Mouth of the South. No intro, no outro, just this hoe. How are you guys? Hope you're having a great week. And listen, so much coming up in this video. Designer dolls. Yep. One of the many things that my dad collected in his lifetime. It was a lot, but Barbie dolls. And I'm going to show you just a few of the ones that he had at his death and he left to my daughter. But first, a small story, because you guys love stories and I love to tell stories. So, this is just something that happened very recently. My husband and I, we were driving my daughter's car, and we buy, and she does too, these monthly saver car washes, and they put the little, you know what I'm talking about, they put the little barcode on your window and you pull up to the thing and it recognizes you, you go through, the arm lifts up. So it was really, really busy at the car wash the other day. I turned into a Karen. We both did. And we had pulled up. The little green thing flashed. It didn't say thank you, but it, you know, it did say, it did flash the green thing or whatever. It said something. I don't know. But we were in the middle stall. And so, like, there was 3, you know, lanes. And it was packed. There's probably 10 people behind us already. And when we got up there, everything was good, we thought. But then this arm lifted, this one over here, and then it went back to that one. We went through that about 4 times, and my husband was just raging mad. Well, we weren't in our own car, mind you. We were in a different car, in our daughter's car. She was sitting in the back seat, and she's like, it always works for me. I don't know what to do. So, you know, you can push a help button. So we did that. You know, my husband's, I want to see your manager. So, the guy, you know, he comes moseying out, and he's looking at me and my husband the whole time. You know, we can't talk to him yet because he's walking, and the people behind us are like, get going! So anyway, he looks at me, and I go, I don't know! It's broken! And then my husband, he looks at my husband, and he goes, this thing doesn't work! Okay, we mouthed that to him. He was like, okay. I swear to you, we rolled the window down, and he said, he looked at our car, he looked at the thing, he went, pull up about 5 inches. And we did, and guess what? Yeah. I'm still embarrassed from even. So, yeah, turning into Karen, not a good idea. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I still am. I'm like, we can never go back there. I put my mask on because I was like, I don't want anybody to see my face. Thank God this is not our actual car. So my dad, he was a character, to say the least. He had some very strange idiosyncrasies. And one of the things that, and I think this is where, I mean, listen, look at me collecting things. He collected things with a passion, girl. Coins. Yes. Like old bills, like $2 bills, and you know, old 20s and things like that. Like, he collected that. Old bonds. He was a collector of cars. He at one point, I think, had 20 cars. That, yeah. So that wasn't a weird thing. He always collected cars, older cars. One time he tried to collect motorcycles. He wasn't a great rider, so yeah, that went by the wayside. Beanie Babies, girl. He had every Beanie Baby known to man. Baseball cards, which I collect baseball cards, and I think that I got him into that, but I don't know, girl. I just don't know. But he was this collector of things. When we unpacked his house one time, he had tons of china. He would go to like garage sales and flea markets and buy like sets of china. So we do have china. That's one good thing. But yeah, he collected magazines, Playboy and National Geographic, just to name a few. But every issue, and he had a flood once and it ruined all of them, and man, he was sick. He was sick. He tried to get the insurance adjuster out there to give him a bunch of money for the, and I was like, sir, no. So one of the things that took up the most room, and he actually left these all to my older daughter, Barbie dolls. Girl, Barbie dolls. I've got Barbie dolls. I probably got 30 or 40 stuck in the house now that he's gone. He's passed on, but yeah. I'm stuck with these. So I just thought, you know what? Let's do a video about it. I'm not spending any money right now, so let's just go on and show things that we've got. And I have a collection of designer Barbies. Well, in his collection, he didn't buy the whole sets of things. And I think when you collect Barbies, I'm not a collector of Barbies, so I don't really know. But I believe that if they came out with 20, designer, whatever the designer's name was, Barbies, you kind of, to make any money on it, would have to have all of them, but he would have 2 or 3, and then, 2 or 3 of the next thing. It's just like no complete set of anything. One of the first Barbies that I noticed was designer, done by a designer. Apparently a lot of designers decided to make a Barbie. Yeah, and they're gorgeous, and they're for adult collectors, and poor kids are looking at them like, let me get my hands on that Barbie. But the first one in the collection that I found was this Escada. And Escada was, I hope I'm saying that right, Escada, yeah? Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because y'all know I'm hillbilly and I don't speak any other language. So anyway, this one, I think this company went up for sale in 2019 and somebody bought it. And then in 2020, I guess when COVID hit, they didn't make it. So last I heard, this company is struggling. I could be wrong. Again, if I am, please correct me. But this one I love because it has, it's a brunette. It has brown hair. And most Barbies are blonde, blue-eyed things. And I like this one because I like any different Barbie. She goes against the norm here. She's got the brunette hair. She's got brown eyes. She's got sweet, sweet earrings that hang down. But this black and this pink velvety and satin dress. This was made in 1996. But yeah, it's black velvet bodice, melting beautifully into 4 layers of ruffled pink silk. Again, trimmed in the black velvet. I just thought this thing was gorgeous. I don't think any of these are worth any money. I just wanted to show you some luxury things today, some designer things, and this was apparently from the 70s on. Escada's a pretty well-known brand. Let me know if you've heard of this. I don't have anything. The only thing that I've seen of this is perfume. Escada perfume. I've had some of that. And pretty good. Their packaging is really nice. And then we move on to this Barbie, which it's way bigger than any of the other Barbie dolls, so it's kind of hard to store this thing. And you can see the top got beaten up, being in storage in my garage and probably at my dad's too. But this is a Bob Mackie, and Bob Mackie was like a clothing and costume designer, I think from like the 50s on up to, I think he's still doing Cher's outfits when she is in Vegas and stuff. So Bob Mackie is still alive and still doing his thing, apparently like 80 something. But yeah, he was a well-known, I think he did Carol Burnett's show and all of her clothes too. So anyway, he came out with a ton of Barbie. I think this is called Neptune Princess of the Seas, or the 7 Seas, and it came out in 1992. I'm going to have to post some pictures up here to show you what it really looks like. It comes with the stand, it comes with the shoes. It's all boarded up in here, but because these are actually my daughter's and we might want to get rid of them someday. Like I said, we don't have the whole set, but it's a beautiful Barbie. I like how she's got a little bit of a whip of color in her hair right here to match this velvety green. And this thing right here on her shoulders, this piece is all lacy, like some kind of very thin mesh. It's really cute. Sequins, velvet, the dangly 90s earrings. Like, this thing is giving me 90s for sure. Well, all of them are, because all of his stuff is from the 90s. He kind of got into other things after the 90s, but yeah. This was a Bob Mackie Neptune, they call this one. So he had one more Bob Mackie. Like I said, I don't know how many Bob Mackie did, like 20 or 30 of these things. I think he's been doing them since the 90s. But this one was called The Goddess of the Sun. And it came out in 1995. I already took her out of her little protective covering too. And this is what she looked like. She's got her little stand as well. She's a little blonde-haired Barbie with the gold and all the jewels. With that big fancy headdress. Her hair is actually gold like the outfit. It's not really blonde. I don't really know many people with that color hair. Yeah, this one's gorgeous. I'll put a picture of what it looks like sitting on its stand. But man, look at her fiery and all of her, you know, glory. But that was another Bob Mackie that he had. And then we have a couple of Christian Dior. This one came out in 1995, and then I have the one that came out in 96. Again, I don't know how many there were. I love the ones that have this little viewing window because so many of them don't. But can you see her? Girl, look at all her. She screams 90s too. Like, you can tell these are actually from the 90s. But yeah, this one is screaming with the, I don't know what they call it, brocade, that fabric. I really don't know. Gold shoes, the dangly leaf earrings, the beads, the crystals. Just, honey, this is giving me Dynasty or, I don't know, Knots Landing vibes. It's crazy. But yeah, that one is the 95 Christian Dior Barbie. And there's just one more Christian Dior Barbie, or designer Barbie, that he had in his collection. And this one's from 96. And this is my favorite one. Can you guys see that? Look how cute. It's got the hat. This is, I think, a 50-year anniversary Barbie from when Christian Dior started. And I want to say it was like put out in 96, but maybe the company started in 46 or 47. So 50 years later, this was what they designed for the Barbie for Christian Dior. And I just think this one is gorgeous. She's got her hose. Girl, I mean, stockings, her pumps. She's got on pearls. Oh, yeah. Gloves. Please. I mean, I want to be this girl, right? I love it. So, yeah, this one's my favorite of all of them. I love, love, love. He's got some pretty cool ones out there in his collection. You know, now they're my daughter's and I guess partly mine. Because they've been here in my house for forever, taking up so much space. You wouldn't believe how much room 30 or 40 Barbies take up in your house. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed today's little video. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for hitting the like button and subscribing. And of course, commenting on which one was your favorite, or what Barbie do you love? Do you have any that are your favorites? I don't really know a whole lot about them, but I'm willing to learn. So teach me. And listen, y'all, if y'all see my husband, psh, girl, don't tell him nothing. Bye. Girl, one thing I forgot. My dad also collected wives. Girl, wives. If I'm lying, I'm dying. At last count, there were 6 of them, okay? He might have been married to a couple of them at the same time. We don't know. I'm pretty sure not, but you just never know. And I think he was working on 7 when he got sick. So, yeah. Quite the collector. I had lots of step monsters. Yay!